Hi guys, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to the channel if you're new here. I'm Ollie and you're watching Turner's Workshop, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the cabin filter, also known as a pollen filter, on a Mk7 Golf. And although I'm replacing it on the Mk7 Golf, this will be the same process for the Audi A3, the Seat Leon, the Skoda Octavia, and yeah, the Mk7 Golf. So why might you want to replace your cabin filter or pollen filter? If you've got a damp, musty smell coming in from your air vents, it could be because your filter is dirty and it's got bacteria and mould growing in it. It's often overlooked on a service, the pollen filter or cabin filter, because it's not actually detrimental to the engine or the mechanical runnings of the vehicle. It's just for the comfort of the driver and the passengers. So yeah, it's often forgotten. But if you've got a Mk7 Golf, it could be that you've got a damp smell in your car because you've got a leak. They are prone to leaks. In actual fact, they leak like a sieve. And I made a couple of videos about this, highlighting all of the potential leaks you could have on the Mk7 Golf and how to repair them. So check out those videos and I'll put them in the description below if you suspect you've got a leak on your Mk7 Golf. Believe it or not, it's a very, very common problem. So here I have a replacement cabin filter. It's made by Bosch. It's the R2543, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. If you buy it through the link, you'll also be supporting the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. You don't pay any more for the product, it just means I get a small kickback off of any sales. So thank you very much if you buy it through the links. And this is a good quality one, so let's remove the old one and we'll compare them, and then I'll show you how to install this one. So the cabin filter is located on the passenger side. So go inside the car and inside the glove box, empty that out because we need to drop this door down. And to do that, there are two tabs. There's one right there. If I get a torch, you can see the other one is up in that corner there. You have to push these up quite firmly. They go up quite a way, both at the same time, and then the door will drop down. And then I'm gonna press up quite a way in both corners and push down. There we go. I did sort of break that a bit. So to avoid breaking off the plastic tabs on the back of the glove box like I have here, make sure you press up really hard on the release lever so that it's clear of the plastic tabs. I'd also recommend not pushing down on the glove box door because that's how I've snapped it off here. I tried to force it past the lever and it just snapped the tab off. So learn from my mistakes. It's not the end of the world for me because the other one will still hold the glove box in position. But there we go. We learn from our mistakes, don't we? Be alright. And then our pollen filter is behind here. So to remove the cover, I've got this pry tool, but I'm sure you could use like a little knife or something to get in there. And you just want to pry these tabs. So just pry that one, and that one. And then this slides out like that. And wow, yeah, that's very dirty. You can see the airflow arrow on it points down. Look at all that in there. So let me go and compare it to the new one. So here we have a little side-by-side comparison. We've got our new filter to go in and this is the old one. And you can see just how dirty it is. If I give it a smell, yeah, the smell is really mouldy and musky, not very nice. And with the new one, if you fancy it, you could always spray a bit of perfume on there if you like, turn it into a bit of an air freshener in your car. This old one as well, I don't think it's carbon activated. This is just a cheap basic one that is made by Man. Man's a good filter brand, but it's not a carbon activated filter. So this one's a bit more expensive, but the benefits of having a carbon activated filter is that it removes fumes and odours, I believe. The Bosch cabin filter removes up to 100% of dust and dirt particles, as well as pollen and bacteria. Activated carbon filter additionally absorb 90% of all harmful and odorous gases, ozone, smog and exhaust fumes. So it's well worthwhile spending a little bit more and getting a carbon activated filter. So that being said, let me show you how to install it. It's the reversal of removal, so it's pretty straightforward. So you want your airflow arrows facing down. It's quite hard to see, but the airflow arrows facing down. And then we're just going to compress it slightly. It's pleated, so it does compress a little bit, and then you can just push it in there like so. We get our cover and we slot it in the bottom there like that, and then just clip it back. And then to refit the glove box, we've got this little arm on the side, so just guide that in to this piece here and then push it back, and then just firmly push it up, and that's it. So there we have it. That is how you replace the cabin filter on the Mk7 Golf, and hopefully it'll get rid of any of those musty smells that you might have coming through your air vents. So get that changed out. I hope you found value in this video and you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you hit the alarm bell and set notifications to all, you'll be notified when I post new videos. And if you've got a Mk7 Golf, I've got loads of videos on the channel now about this particular car. And it's actually developed a fault. So I'll be making another video about that very soon, trying to diagnose it and rectify it. Also, one more thing, a little channel update. I'm going to have a look at a project this week, potential project vehicle lined up. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye for now.